Hey beauties, it's Nikea here with a cut crease look that was very hard for me to do, but I did it for my husband and for our inspiration collection photos. You're going to see this tropical, colorful cut crease. And my husband and I decided to start taking these pictures because he wanted to stay in the habit of using his camera, and I'm here. I'm his model, and I also know how to do makeup, so that was a benefit. So I've been challenging myself in makeup skills, and he's been challenging himself with photography and editing. It has been really fun for us. So we've been posting these on social media, on our Instagram and Facebook pages. And this is one look that I did actually record. This look, like I said, is very colorful. So I am starting off with the eyes first, and then I'll go into the base because I don't want to mess up my base with any fallout or anything like that. So I started off by setting my eyebrows, as you can see, so they're not really oily, filling in my brows and shaping them. But yeah, I'm making sure that my eyebrows are very sculpted because I'm trying to match this makeup look. And this has been really fun for me and challenging like my makeup skills because I've been doing my makeup differently every single day for each look. So the first color I have to start off with is a red. And this one is from the James Charles palette, and this is called You're Kidding, and this is more of a reddish orange. And I have the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place, and this color doesn't have a name, but it's number 8 from their palette. It's more of a pinky reddish color. Then I have the Festival palette from Juvia's Place, and the red in here is Izafa, and that one's more of a truer red. Then the Queen palette by Fumi and Juvia's Place, and the red in here is Olay, and that's giving more of a pinky tone on my skin. So I'm going to start off with the shade from the Zulu palette. So I'm really just building this color up, taking that in my blending brush and putting that above my crease area, and it's going to be the transition color for this look. And this is not really a tutorial, this is really just showing you guys. If you can learn something from it, then great, but this is not really a tutorial. So I'm just going back, adding that color, building it up. As you can see, it's pink, but I am going to take some other colors to layer on top to get that red that I need. Now I'm going to go in with the Festival palette using that color Izafa, which is a more true red than the other ones. And I'm just going to put that on top using that same blending brush. And I feel like using all of these colors gave the red more depth and dimension rather than being just one flat red color. I like building it up. And as you can see, I got excited. Now I'm going into You're Kidding from the James Charles palette, which is a little more orangey red. Again, adding depth and dimension to the color so it's not just one flat shade. Now I'm taking that concealer that I let sit out on a flat brush, and thankfully I do not have hooded lids. And I'm taking that concealer and creating a round shape from the inner corner right to the outside of my lid. So I will say next time I do a cut crease or a look with vibrant colors, I'm definitely going to be using a brighter concealer shade. I thought this one would be light enough, but it wasn't. And then I'm just taking an angled brush to go around the edge to clean that up and to smooth it out so that the actual color that I apply on top of it will be very clean and precise. Then I'm just taking B from the James Charles palette and a shader brush, an eyeshadow brush, and I'm just patting and packing the color up there. I'm not swiping anything because I don't want to move the concealer and I want to keep that shape, but I'm just going back and adding color until I get the color payoff that I want and the intensity that I need. So I'm just picking up color, pat, 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 and then I'm also going to go back and layer a yellow color from the Zulu palette, the number 2 color in that palette. I'm going to layer that on top of it to get an even more intense yellow. Now in the pictures it does come off a little more muted, but I think that's because of editing, but in person it's really popping and vibrant yellow.
EJ, look! it.
I was so excited that I was able to get this done. It's not exactly like her look, like Fiercely Brianna, but I think I did a pretty good job. Like I said, I would just need to fix my cut crease shape, but see, I'm excited. I'm doing it because cut creases are not my thing. All right, now I'm adding a concealer liner. I thought it would be beneficial to use a white concealer, but this one was picking up the color, so it wasn't as white as I wanted it to be. So I wasn't able to um, get it as precise. Next time I'll probably just use a concealer and an angle brush. But I'm going in with that red color. I can't remember what I used. I think I used the Izafa from the Festival palette, but that's on the innermost portion, and I'm using this small detail brush just to get it as precise as possible. And then I'm going to go in with the number 4 shade in the Zulu palette, which is like a teal greenish bluish color, and that's going to go right next to it. And to make these kind of blend together and look seamless, I kind of overlap them just a little bit on the end just to get that crisp, clean line, and that's in this colorful liner. I think this was the hardest part of the makeup, is this liner part, and also just having precision and really clean lines. And then lastly, I'm going to use this L'Oreal Duo Pod. It's called Showy, and I'm using that matte blue color on the outer wing portion of the liner. Because like I said, precision is key to this look. It was really hard, and after we posted the pictures, the makeup artist commented, and I was like, girl, I was looking for a tutorial. This look was really hard. I had fun doing it, and I'm probably going to try it again. And she was like, yeah, it is hard. It takes practice. So I'll probably practice this again. And so I'm showing y'all, I was just using the color Cola from the James Charles palette just to give that outer wing a little more vibrant blueness. Now I'm just taking my makeup wipe to clean up that wing liner on the outside, and then I'm wiping off all the fallout. Y'all, this makeup wipe came in so clutch. Oh my goodness. And this is why I did my eyes first. Now I'm using the two purples, one from the Zulu palette, which is the number 9 shade, and then the other purple is from the Queen palette, and it's called Adrian. So I'm just lining my lower lash line with that purple color. And as you can see, still using the makeup wipe to clean up. Y'all, if you ever do a bright look and you just want to make sure you don't have any fallout, do your eyes first and use a makeup wipe to clean it up. So easy. Now, I don't remember what highlight I used in my inner corner. I had so many palettes out on my lap, but I think I used the color Odogwu from the Festival palette. And then the last thing I'm doing on my eyes is going in with this white concealer just to open up my eyes, because I did notice like putting on this color made them look a little heavy. So that white concealer on the waterline just helps to open up your eyes. It's the same thing that the original makeup artist did. And then highlighting my brow bone and making sure that I'm blending that with the rest of the colors on the lid. And now I'm going into my face routine, which y'all have seen plenty of times before. So watch and enjoy. Even though I'm just taking one picture or a couple pictures, I still color correct because I don't want that grayness or the darkness to come through in the pictures. I still want my skin to look good, and that's less editing that my husband will have to do. Alright, so my camera cut off while I was finishing my well the camera cut off while I was finishing my skin, so I did do the blush, the highlight, bronzer, contour, all that stuff that I usually do. And I did put on some lashes and put some mascara on my lower lash line. And now I just put lip gloss on, a nice sticky glossy lip, and I'm using that same shade from the Showy Duo from L'Oreal and a lip liner brush. And I'm using a lip brush, and I'm patting that shadow on my lips to create a blue lipstick because I did not have one. So I'm just patting it on, blending it in, and making sure that my lips are lined so that it does not go outside of my lips. And also the lashes are Ardell lashes that I got from Target. Forgot to mention that. Alright y'all, this is the finished look. It took me 2.5 hours. Oh, I got eyeshadow in my teeth. But yeah, it took me 2.5 hours. I'll link in the description box who this look was inspired by. Hopefully by the time I post this video, I'll have the pictures to share with you all. But that's it for today's video, beauties. Thank you so much for watching. But before you go, make sure you go down below and click that subscribe button. And right next to that, click that bell notification button so that you never miss when I post. Like I always say, it's free, it's easy, and it's fun. I'll see you in the next one, beauties. Bye.